find out why Skye feels friends are important AF. It certainly can be nice they remember your stories over time.
Okay, let's be real. After 40, friends aren't just brunch buddies. They're the official historians of your hot mess life.
For Skye, friends are important AF because they're her legacy witnesses. Basically, the people who can call you out and say, "Girl, you've been a badass for decades."
Skye's been through more in the past 5 years than most Netflix dramas could fit into 3 seasons.
She lost her dad, then her mom, and just when she thought she could breathe, bam, another family health crisis.
And like a lot of us do, Skye felt like she wasn't doing enough. Like time was running out and she was failing at all of it.
That's where Marisol steps in. She's known Skye the longest and has the receipts, over 20 years of them.
She'll say, "Skye, remember when you ran that half marathon? And then another? And then still had the energy for beer and Prosecco after?"
Or she'll remind her, you hiked the freaking Appalachian Trail with Aurora and Marisol, and lived to tell the tale.
When Skye forgets how strong she's been, her friends pull out the highlight reel, and sometimes the blooper reel too, just for laughs.
Because here's the thing, we never see ourselves clearly. But friends, they're the mirror that doesn't lie, unless it's about your jeans looking fine.
Marisol and Skye aren't just friends, they're co-conspirators in questionable decisions, like signing up for a half marathon after exactly one margarita too many.
But they actually did it. Miles and miles. Skye swears she almost died at mile 10. Marisol swears she was fine and ready for beer and salty snacks after, and never running another half marathon again.
Then there was the North Carolina trip. Last minute, spontaneous, totally chaotic, and absolutely perfect.
They hiked waterfalls, saw actual bears, and sent the Wildflower Crew 1,000 photos like, "Look at us surviving nature, y'all."
Here's the kicker, Skye doesn't even brag about this stuff. She forgets she's done it. Friends like Marisol, they keep the receipts and shove them back in her face.
And then there are the dinners. Long talks, too much wine, the occasional nacho chips and salsa fights. That's the good stuff.
Pool days with all the wildflowers? That's basically group therapy with better tans and way too much SPF talk.
Skye's friends remind her, these moments matter just as much as the hard stuff, because laughter is proof she's still showing up for life.
Every dinner, every run, every ridiculous road trip, that's her legacy. And friends, they're the ones making sure the story gets remembered.
When Skye doubts herself, her friends pull out the scrapbook of her soul and say, "See, you've been strong as hell this whole time."
The truth is, Skye forgets her own milestones when stress takes over. But her friends? They've got the whole GPS of her journey.
When she says, "I'm not doing enough," Marisol laughs and goes, "Girl, you've been doing enough since Y2K."
Because friends aren't just cheerleaders, they're historians, hype women, and occasionally your roast comedians.
They'll remind you of the wins, the fails, and the ugly cry moments, all with a side of sarcasm.
Legacy witnesses don't let your story get lost. They hold the Polaroids you'd throw away and post them in the group chat.
And on the days Skye feels like she can't keep going, her friends say, "Look, this isn't the first storm you've walked through. You'll survive this one too."
Sometimes it's deep talks at midnight. Sometimes it's dumb memes over coffee. Either way, it's proof she's never walking this road alone.
Because friends are legacy witnesses. They're the proofreaders of your life story, making sure the world knows you were here and you did badass things.
Skye may forget her strength sometimes, but her friends never do. And that's the gift. They remember so she can keep moving forward.
So here's your challenge. Text the friend who's been your legacy witness. Thank them for carrying your story when you couldn't. Trust me, they'll probably roast you first, but they'll love it.
Subscribe if you have friends who keep your memories. Subscribe twice if you're looking for more friends to make memories worth keeping. We're the Wildflower Crew, and we're just getting started.
And check out our Wildflower Crew favorites in the comments and our bio. Help support what we're trying to build here.